Hey,
It's
hello
sweater
weekend.
season.
It's sweater season. What up, buddy Joe?
He's got his little blue sweater. He's
He's
got a
got his
little
little fleece
hood.
on.
You
Oh, he's got a
know?
little hood.
Yeah. It's very sad because if you notice, Buddy Joe is a very long dog,
He
and so
is.
and so the sweaters that fit his what is this his torso um are not quite long enough. And so if they
Right.
have any accessories attached, like a hood, like the hood's not quite big enough, his butt doesn't get cut. He's just such a long dog.
Yeah.
But he is
What's
very
the
excited to wear
is
his
there a
sweaters.
is there a word? I know that if a dog is like thick, they refer to him as chonky.
Chonker? Yeah.
Is there a
Oh, is
word
there a
for
word for
long
long
dogs?
dogs? Hmm. I call him a noodle boy.
Noodle boy.
Yeah. So
Who's a little noodle boy?
he truly is. And here's the other thing about it is that since he is so small,
Mm-hmm.
he gets very cold
Oh
when the
yeah.
weather starts to turn. And so he needs his sweatshirt. He starts sleeping under the covers, and he gets a lot more demanding
Yeah.
in terms of someone's got to be on the couch with him. Somebody's got to be sitting with him so he can steal their body heat.
Constantly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Annie, our little 14-pound terrier mix. She usually will take up my entire half of the bed before I come to bed, and then when I do come to bed, she like gets up and she's like, "Bah, bah, bah," and then she like goes and trundles off the stairs off the side of the bed, and then goes over. She has a little nest in the corner of the room
Yeah.
that she has fashioned for herself out of some blankets and things that we've put there.
Wow.
But now I've noticed like the last like week or so, she's started like staying in bed like for the night
Yep.
with us. So when I come to bed, she's down. She's actually positioned herself down by the foot of the bed,
She's like, I
and
know he's
yeah,
gonna come in
yeah,
here and disturb
and mess up
my
everything.
peace.
Yeah,
How dare he?
yeah. But it is my favorite time of the year. And happy October!
Happy
It's October 1st.
October! It's so crazy. I love fall.
Yeah,
It's
and
good
you're wearing
walking
your
weather.
orange. I didn't really prepare for it to be
Yeah, yeah.
October at all. Like I didn't do anything.
It got cold very
It,
suddenly.
got, it did, but I'm here for it. I'm
Here
100%
for
here
it.
for it.
Yeah,
Although I am drinking cold coffee.
that's because you live in New England.
We
That's
drink cold
iced
coffee.
coffee is a year-round drink here.
It is. It
Yeah,
is, and there's nothing wrong with that.
there's nothing wrong with that.
I enjoy a good cup of iced
Listen, if you're
coffee.
cold on the inside, then the outside feels warmer.
Oh, I thought you were making some sort of crack about my cold heart.
Your cold dead heart.
My cold dead heart.
No, you have two dogs. You can't have a cold dead
It's
heart.
true. So we didn't have a show last week. Apologies.
Yes.
We Last week I had a doctor's appointment
Oh,
with my wife.
my
Uh,
wife.
yeah. So we're having a baby. My wife and I are having our first baby. Well, my wife's having. I'm involved.
You're supporting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, like it's weird to me when people say we're having a baby
Yeah.
because I'm like I would
Yeah.
if I could take any of the pain or
Yeah.
the pressure or anything, if I could I would, but I
Yeah.
can't. So she's having it. I am merely a support vessel.
Yeah. And that's just, you know what? That's important.
Yeah.
That's so important to recognize that and to
Yeah.
fill that role because pregnancy is crazy, you
It's
know?
it's nuts.
She's growing a human in
She's
there.
growing a human inside of her.
Yeah.
The bump is starting to get more and more pronounced. I brought these to show to everyone.
Oh,
These are the pictures that
little
we got.
baby.
There's the little profile there. Yeah, there's that with all that umbilical cord nonsense up top
Oh,
there.
yeah.
That's a
Look at
little weird.
that.
Here's one of her sucking her thumb,
Oh.
or got her hand in her mouth there.
Oh.
There's another one there,
Oh.
and then here's a little picture of her little foot, her little foot
Oh.
there. Yeah.
Baby foot.
Yeah, and it all came in like one of those things that you get in when you go into a
Did
mall.
you do this in a
mall
photo
cubicle.
booth?
We did. We went into
Ultrasound.
They've got
Photo
these
booth
new.
ultrasound.
Yeah, they've got these new photo booths at CVS.
Yeah.
I got a COVID test, and my wife and I just stepped into the booth and got an ultrasound and got a sonogram.
You can't see it in the picture, but both of you are going like this.
Yeah, that's on the other side. We're on the back.
Yeah.
It's a whole separate thing. And it's cheaper than actually going to the doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's not true. We have very good doctors.
Good.
Yeah,
that's important.
We're doing our thing over at Mount Auburn Hospital, which is a good hospital.
I'm actually learning about. So I have, as a trainer, I already have a pre and postnatal certification, but I'm doing one I'm working on one right now that's a little bit more in depth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cool because, you learn about you're not just learning about like what happens with the body, which is already fascinating enough, but you learn about like who all you can have on your pregnancy team and what they do, and like, should I as a trainer be in contact with them? The answer may surprise you. Well, you want to
stay
keep,
tuned.
like, open line
click here.
But there's like midwives, there's doulas, there's therapists, acupuncturists, massage therapists.
Yeah, we're doing doulas. Doing doulas.
Doing doulas.
We're not just doing one doula. We're doing like 6 doulas.
Oh, right. You have the doula.
We're doing
the cabal of doulas.
We have a cabal of doulas.
Yeah, it's better that way.
The Boston Doula Circle is the name of this group, and it's like you get like 6 doulas. They don't all come at the same time. You get what's called a doula guru.
Oh.
Which are 2 very silly words that mean something very cool.
I felt very weird. I felt like a little weird about using the term cabal, but now that I know that there's a doula guru, I think it's their correct term.
I think it's in the wheelhouse. Like, it's probably not the correct term, and they probably would be like, no, don't do that.
Doula coven?
A coven of doula?
Coven of doula. Yeah, that's
I don't know.
Yeah.
If there's 2 of them, that's a duo doula.
Duola.
Duola.
I think, but so having that group of doulas is great because it eliminates the possibility that someone is going to be someone's always going to be there for the birth, right? So it eliminates like
if it's a long birth and it's like,
oh no, somebody's out of town,
right,
or
somebody will always be there.
If it's a long birth, they can switch out, tag team.
They switch out every 12 hours. Like they have a thing where you'll get a fresh doula. You get a fresh doula every 12 hours.
12 hours is already a lot for one doula.
And that's a lot for one doula, but I mean, they can doula it.
Yeah. And doulas are great. So because they are like a support system, they're a birthing coach, they talk to the people in your support system about how to support you as a pregnant person.
They're kind of an advocate and a go-between,
which is really important because they can't do any like medical stuff. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing: if you're in labor, and you're trying to push this baby out, right? You're not going to necessarily have the time or the patience to like communicate with medical professionals effectively because your focus is somewhere else. So that doula is there to advocate for you, and help you communicate, and it really increases the well-being of everyone involved.
Yeah. And we met them all. They're all wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. Who knows? Maybe we'll try to get one of them on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we can get one of them on the show because the birth will be on the show. We will have the birth.
We'll be live.
There will be a live.
Mike, we're gonna need you for this one.
Mike. Mike. I just talked to Mike yesterday.
Oh, good. So he's on board.
He's on board. He's doing fine in Florida.
Oh, good.
He doesn't miss us at all.
Oh, I'm sure that's not true.
It's not. He misses us greatly. Not enough to leave Florida, but he misses us.
Yeah, that's fair. It's nice and warm down there. So
right? Yeah. It's getting to be that good time of year down there too, where it's
good time. Ooh.
Yeah. But
like
unfortunately
fruit.
Oh, he's watching. I'm Carl Boy.
Mike, hi.
Hi, Mike. And he does miss us.
Oh. Is this the first time he's been here when we've begged him to come back?
I think so. It's finally worked.
Mike, this is the part of the show where
hold on, we can do it in person. Hold on. Here we go.
Mike, I sincerely want you to know that we had a good thing. And I think you know that, and we know that. And we maybe took it for granted a little bit, but we won't do that anymore. We appreciate you truly, and we will continue to appreciate you. That's and now Matt's gonna say something.
Right. Mike. Hey, Mike. It's been a long time, and I know that we both said things that we didn't mean, and I think we're both sorry. I mean, I'm sorry, and you're sorry, and we should just put this behind us. It's 2021. We need to move into the future with a knowledge of forgiveness.
Don't mind me. I'm just crying. I'm very emotional right now.
And I love that he's responding, and it's all it's just slightly off because there's the lag. Oh, this makes me happy.
This is a great day. This is a great way to start the month.
We need to book Mike on the show. Rachel's not watching. Rachel's sleeping. But when she watches it on the replay.
Yeah. Mike's got a lot to think about. We'll let you think about that, buddy. Well, we're going to move on to the next thing. We'll let you think about that.
Yeah, we'll move on to the next thing, which is Matt and Chloe watch TikTok videos, which is one of my personal favorite parts of the show.
Oh, it's very good.
It's a great part of the show. Let's see. I need to find... Oh, there's been so many... Oh, this one is probably... do you like pranks, Chloe? I love pranks.
Oh, I'm picky about... Oh, we love you too, Mike. I'm a little picky about my pranks. They got to be good-natured pranks.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one.
Okay.
I laughed so hard at this. So here we go. I think you can already see where it's going. Oh, this makes me so happy.
She's gonna put her foot in
She's just gonna...
Is it SpaghettiOs?
I don't know. It looks like ketchup. Just that.
Wait, is that ketchup? What is that?
Oh, what?
I love seeing humans react to something that they don't know what it is yet.
Right?
And just their brain being like, what is happening?
What is happening? Yeah, it looked like pasta sauce. Hypo Pfeiffer.
Maybe that's it. Yeah.
Oh. And then of course oh, that made me laugh so hard. There's a TikTok that we've been following and we talk a lot about on here called Puppy Songs, which I'm a huge fan. And Puppy Songs dropped 2 bangers.
Ooh.
This one is in the style of
slap.
They slap. If that's what the kids are saying,
that
these days,
sounds more natural. It sounded more natural when you said it than I expected, and I'm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that sounded. Yeah, it didn't sound awkward. It didn't sound as awkward as when I said it. That's pretty good. You can talk to the kids. That
just means I'm a little hipper than you are. But
who's surprised by that? It's not me.
Nobody. All right. So this is one of the. This is.
I'm sleeping like a person. Oh, yeah, she's sleeping, baby. I'm sleeping like a person. She's taking a nap. I got my head on the pillow and my feet stretched out, and I'm sleeping like a person on the couch. Like a person. I'm sleeping like a person.
It's very Michael McDonald.
This is Michael
very
McDonald.
Michael McDonald.
Everything.
And then this is a good one too.
I'm licking my feet. Oh yeah. I'm licking my feet. When there's nothing left to eat, it's my favorite tasty treat. I'm licking my feet. I'm licking my feet. Oh, they're so tasty and sweet. I'm licking my feet.
I don't do this.
I'm licking.
Lenny doesn't do that. Annie does that. Annie licks her. Does the feet licking thing.
Joe does that.
And then let's see. Well, here's a little cuteness here.
Little cuteness.
My only best friend. You make me happy, best friend. And guys are best friend. You'll never know your best friend. How much I love you. You are my best friend.
Yep, it's a pig, a puppy, and a duck.
Okay, this is not fair. Okay, this is a real overload. Okay, you got 3 baby animals sharing a little lettuce and a little kid talking over it. There's nothing
better than that.
There's nothing. Like, my ovaries just exploded. I don't know. I don't know how to deal with this. It's too cute.
Then we're going to do just one more here. This is not cute at all.
Oh, okay. Good.
But this is fun with Snapchat filters. Is always fun.
Yeah.
This is.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. So I'll answer the question.
I just love that look. That's a good look for both Jack Nicholson and Tom Cruise.
Filter. Yeah.
100% get used to that filter.
Yeah.
Oh, I love TikTok so much, y'all. I love it. It's great.
It's great.
That all just kind of soak in.
Yeah.
Check in here.
Yeah. Checking in with ourselves about TikTok.
All right. Let's see here. You sent me. It's Inktober.
It is Inktober, everybody.
Happy Inktober.
Happy Inktober. This is the month of the year where you get a prompt to draw something every day.
Every day.
Every day. So it's a really good way to, it's kind of like, it's like NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month, which is next month. So it's just a really good way to, get the creative juices flowing. And so it's Inktober. Obviously, a lot of people are using ink.
Yeah.
Right.
And
but you don't have to do that. You can get creative with it. You can use whatever medium you want, black and white or color. And let's go look at if you scroll down, they've got all the prompts there. Okay. So today's prompt is crystal, which I'm very excited about. It's a very spooky list this year.
Oh, these are all the other prompt lists.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. And it's all over. They have an Instagram. It's all over Instagram. A lot of artists will do Inktober and post their creations as they do them.
So are you going to be doing Inktober, Chloe? Or
I think so, yeah. I thought I had a very brief and insane thought that I could do Inktober, but cross-stitching. That's a lot. I don't have enough time for that.
No.
So I'm just going to do some little doodles in my journal.
Well, I'm excited to maybe see your Inktober work next at the next show.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have some things
Maybe
to show.
That.
Well, I mean, we're hanging out. We might as well bring on our guest and let them hang out with us because, I mean, we all love to hang out, and it's what we do. So please welcome to the show, Justin Avery Smith. Justin, hi.
Hello. Hi.
Justin, you came in like you were like winning the Price is Right, and that's what I love.
We called you down.
Yeah, we called you down. You're like, I didn't know I was on the show.
Yeah, I know exactly. I was just like, oh my god, like it was like completely like unexpected. So many like twists and turns. I mean, I have my coffee in the morning. Next thing I know, I'm on a Twitch show.
Yeah, we don't tell people that they're guests on the show. We just we send a random person a link and say, click this link, or something bad will happen to you.
You're gonna spill your coffee.
Oh, we can't.
You don't know when it's gonna happen. It's not the coffee spilling that's the worst. It's the It's not knowing when it's coming.
Waiting's always the worst part.
Oh man, have you ever had that? Have you ever gotten your coffee and then immediately spilled it?
I don't drink coffee, so.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just you and me now, Justin.
Okay, yeah.
Chloe's off the show.
Okay, good. So now that that's out of the way.
Now that that's gone, we can take these off. We don't need them anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bring her back.
Does nobody else have glasses? Now I feel left out.
No, these are actually like those like ones that like the what they call them, like the blue light ones.
That's what these are too.
Okay. Oh, good morning,
Pfeiffer.
Good morning, Endorphin 1880. Good morning, King Senor. There's so many. The chat's packed with people today. Love it.
Awesome. Anyway, let's talk about
Justin,
spilling coffee.
Yeah, we were talking about spilling coffee. Have you ever had that? I mean, I work at a cafe, so I spill coffee all the time. There are times when I will forget to put the like when I drain the pots at night. Sometimes I'll forget to put the handle back up into the closed position. So when I brew it the next morning, I'll start it and then I'll walk away and then I'll come back and there's just coffee everywhere because I've left it open and it's just brewed straight into the pot and then onto the floor.
Oh yeah. We were saying before the show that I worked at a coffee shop for 3 weeks and I got fired. And I think, ironically, the one thing I didn't do was spill anything, but I did do stupid crap like someone ordered an iced chai and I put the chai in the steamer.
Oh,
I tried to steam an iced chai because I just thought, chai. Like I know a regular chai is steamed, so I was like, I just completely.
Yeah, it's true. Chloe loves to spill the tea.
Oh no, I totally second that. All tea, all shade.
So did you have, when you put it in there, did you have like the cup filled with ice and everything?
That was the thing. There wasn't even ice in it. And I remember so vividly is that, because the customer was at the register right there and it was this very nice woman and she just said this, "You don't steam an iced chai." And I just kind of
wait, hold on. Yeah. There was more than one thing. That wasn't the thing that got you fired, right? Because
they shouldn't have fired you for that.
That's just an example. There was also the fact that I for some reason my brain and the register just like I would do like the
like short circuits
for 3 weeks. That's not
enough time. It
takes a minute to learn. Was it a what was it, a Starbucks?
No, it was this place called, they changed the name. It's either like Cafe Noir or Black Diamond. It's changed names. So but it's like, it is basically like, your little like mom and pop coffee shop. It's like about 5 minutes from
Cafe Noir. Do they make you wear like a trench coat and a fedora and
you gotta order your coffee like you're in a black and white movie.
Yeah, no,
all of a sudden there's trumpet in the background that's just kind of wee.
It's like, this is a mean place we got here. Every single drink has an extra shot of blood.
Yeah. Everybody that walks in, they walked into the coffee shop.
They walked into the coffee shop looking like trouble with their legs all the way up to their neck.
Yeah. Why is it so foggy in here?
She asked me for help. I said, I don't get mixed up in coffee. And she said, why? You work here.
Yeah, there's a
make any
fog
sense.
machine behind the espresso bar, which is just dangerous. So I'm going to attempt to pour coffee from one cup into another in front of my computer. This could go poorly.
Oh boy.
Nope, we're good.
Yeah. Positive thinking, Matt.
I made coffee for myself yesterday because I like to have at least one coffee before I go and serve coffee. And I had this I've got this nice like Yeti mug that is awesome. My wife got this for me for, I think this was a Valentine's. I think we got each other Yeti mugs for Valentine's Day one year. And I poured it and I promptly left it. So it sat on my desk all day. I put it in the fridge when I got home, and now I've just poured it into my coffee mug.
Perfect.
Still delicious.
Okay. I got fired from a Cold Stone for not being outgoing enough.
Did you have that one person standing there like putting quarters into the jar and saying, "Say,
do it"?
Say,
actually, no. It was
it.
really funny because like so many of the customers were like really apologetic. They were like, "You don't have to sing if you don't want to. I understand. You're very busy." It was very sweet. I suspect that's not the real reason that I got fired. I think I got snitched on.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So what happened?
Unacceptable.
Oh boy.
Yeah. There was this girl that I was working with, and so we've got the Cold Stone, right? You mix the ice cream on the cold slab.
Yeah, hence the creamery.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so after you mix the ice cream up, you're supposed to like scrape it off so it's clean for the next person.
Right. Well, that's just
very, very busy. Mm-hmm. And there was this one girl who was not scraping the slab. And every time somebody else had to use the slab and like get rid of I didn't even work here long enough. I don't even remember who any of my coworkers were. Besides, let's
just say her name was Becky.
Becky
with the good hair.
Her hair was so good.
Her hair was perfect. That was the only thing about her.
But it's fine. But so she kept not cleaning her place off, and all the other Cold Stone workers were getting like really frustrated with her, but like nobody was saying anything, and we didn't have a supervisor. Like it was really, it was very inconsiderate. And I was ringing this woman up, and she saw that this girl was being so obnoxious, and I was in the middle of ringing a person up, and she came over and like put $1 in there or something and messed up my entire transaction because I had just started and I didn't entirely know what I was doing. So not only was she not cleaning the slab, she was interrupting my transactions. And this woman that I was ringing up, she leans over to me and she goes, "What is that girl's name? I'm going to report her to the manager." And the girl heard. And I gave her the girl's name because I was like, I can't argue with an adult woman. It's Becky.
Oh no! So she caught you snitching on her.
Yeah. Well, she was doing a bad job, but she caught me snitching on her. So I think maybe she told some lies about me or something.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know. I didn't know what else to do.
There are certain places that I have absolutely no desire to work, and Cold Stone Creamery is one of them.
It was besides Becky, it was not too bad. Like,
well, it would be more
good.
I think it would be more the fact that I'm just surrounded by amazing like ice cream and toppings. Like I would just I would give myself diabetes. I would 100% give myself diabetes. I'm like, oh yeah, I can eat little mini peanut butter cups by the handful.
Yeah, you get honestly, like after being around the smell and everything, and the smell getting into your clothes, you do get like like you get a little bit sick of it, and so you're not like.
That's the great thing about working at a coffee shop
today. But and they also had rules about like you can only have one sundae per shift.
Lame.
Lame.
Damn.
Yeah.
But
I feel like that's a waste of I feel like that's just not giving the workers proper compensation.
We should just be able to reach our hands into.
I'm not saying that, but I mean, you should be able to have unlimited Sundays. You should be able to have unlimited Sundays.
Because you really can't eat. It's very rich, and there's a lot of stuff in it. Like, you can't eat that much.
Exactly. So
Even
why say you can only have one?
It's like unlimited vacation days. You're not going to take all of them.
Exactly. But it's there.
It's there.
You want to have the option. You want to be able to choose.
Yeah.
So, Justin, let's chat about you for a minute. I mean, we've been talking about all our jobs and everything, and this home office that you have.
Very nice.
This is not a virtual background. This is a real. This is your actual workspace.
Yeah. See, I can tuck. I can move things. Yeah. Just want to prove that it is indeed real.
So, did you have this before the pandemic, or was this a pandemic project?
I've had this I think I can't even. I don't even know how long. Maybe 5-10 years.
Okay.
Wow.
But
so you're just
always been this organized.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, but the pandemic really probably inspired me to be like, okay, let's make sure it's presentable now.
Okay.
Because people are going to see this all the time.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because okay, I'm going to be on Zooms every other day, and I want to make sure that if people are going to be seeing what's behind me, I want people to know what I'm about.
That's why I did this. That's why I made this. I'm if people are going to see me all the time, I want them to think I have a spiritual bodyguard behind me.
Oh yeah, no, I know not to mess with you.
Not me so much. It's him you have to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us what you do, Justin. I know that you've done some stuff over at Improv Boston, which is how we all know each other, which is amazing. But what have you been doing with yourself as of lately?
So as of lately, I've been really on the humor writing front of things, and because that was also when the pandemic came. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna be home all day. Might as well learn shit that I haven't, had a chance to. It's okay, just take advantage of that time and learn a bunch of new skills. And one of the ones I found was a online writing satire and humor course for the internet from Second City.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Was Carlos teaching that?
He wasn't at that time, but I was like, damn. But I have taken workshops and whatnot since with Carlos, and of course he's amazing and has great
he's a genius.
Yeah, no, I'm in awe of him. I feel very lucky that's I don't know, I think the world of him. I can't even.
Who is this person?
Let me tell you, Carlos Greaves.
Carlos Greaves. Shout out to Carlos. Thanks for watching.
Shout out to Carlos. He's so smart. And I did a sketch show with him one time that he wrote for and my friend Lucy Huber wrote for. Which Lucy Huber, by the way, has an incredible Twitter. She talks about parenthood. It's so funny. Yeah. But they were down an actor and I jumped in and everything they did was so funny. And I did a film sketch with them where I played Elizabeth Holmes. Which it turns out I can actually do a pretty good impression of Elizabeth Holmes.
Oh, is that the one where you're doing the entrepreneur kind of thing?
Yeah.
Or
it's just me in a black turtleneck.
Yeah.
Staring
what?
I got dry eye from that, but Carlos is so fun, and he had a full-time job, and he was just still cranking out all of this work constantly, and he's I just decided that I liked comedy, and now I'm doing it, and I was you're doing it, Carlos.
Outstanding.
Yeah. It's incredible. So see, and I didn't, I had a lot of fun doing that, but it's it's all in the writing and the directing. It was so they made it. He's so smart.
Definitely.
So you took that writing class with him, and that was all during the pandemic. So that was all online.
That was I'd say April through September of 2020 because it's a 3-level course.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
yeah, so I took that, and you know, it was just kind of nice, like to take some both pandemic and non-pandemic related thoughts and just kind of hide them and share them in the world. Like the first piece I wrote, which I feel like is still kind of sadly relevant. It was Harry Potter, but like grown up Harry Potter living, like working at the ministry and saying like, let's reopen Hogsmeade, and that's really like I can only lose to exploding snap to my kids so many times. I want to go to the Three Broomsticks.
Oh, that's great. That's really good.
Yeah. So like that was a fun, and like that's how, by just being like engaging with like that site's like McSweeney's, which Lucy's one of the editors of, and Carlos frequently contributes to, and just looking at their work, that got to know like a very great community, and that's how I became aware of such satire sites as the Whole Wheat Post, where I've contributed headlines where I was saying like, I think Chloe, you would appreciate being a health and fitness person, and it's very satirical of like health and fitness toxic traits of like, or like toxic fitness. I have no idea, but like like
toxic masculinity for sure, but also like the toughness mentality, burying your problems in fitness is pretty common.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on this Whole Wheat Post. I put the link.
Oh yeah,
okay. I put the link in the chat.
Yeah.
I just see one that is in like the top row here, and it says 4 healing crystals that will make you say, "Wait, that's meth." Which I'm like, oh, there's a workout. There's a workout tool.
I mean, it'll get you. That it works great as pre-workout. Don't
do that. We don't
do meth.
Hello Weekend does not condone meth use.
We do not.
Please don't do meth,
especially not before a workout. You're
right. But what you can do is say hi to the new people in the chat. Booth Wellington, MLav, and Sensei Denny B is in the chat this morning. All the friends are here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's popping.
Evidently your commercial ran on QAW last night, Chloe.
Yeah. I am so glad that you liked it. I also just remembered, so Carlos did the filming and directing on that. He was not the writer. I can't remember her name because I only met her once, but she's on the writing team, and she's great. Yeah.
She's great.
She's great. Just FYI,
She's great.
She's great.
She's great.
So great. So did you, I can't remember, did you go to school for creative writing or did you go to school for theater?
Yeah, I went to school for theater, but even while I was doing the theater program, I was
taking classes. Okay.
Yeah, I was taking, because I didn't have enough like college courses, I was like, I'll take like online Second City sketch writing and that sort of thing. And so
good for you to do like to be a theater student and also take like other things. I was a theater student, but I just did the theater part of it and was like, nah, I don't need any of this other. And then now I'm like, nah, I don't know what to do. Like I don't know what to do. I'm an actor that I don't know. So good on you. Where did you go to school? Where did you matriculate?
Suffolk University in Boston.
Beautiful downtown Boston.
Yeah, definitely. Like it was, I can't complain about like the scenery and being like, cause like we're right by like the State House, and I would walk through the Common to go to my classes. So that was definitely my point. Became very familiar with both that and the Cambridge area because as you know, I started taking classes at IB and interning while I was. Yeah, I actually started interning as part of my theater program because they said you have to intern at a theater, and I was like, okay, it's an improv theater, okay, like, okay, yeah, it's not the Huntington or something like that, but this is, because even then I was like,
it's much better.
It's no Sydney Opera House, but it'll do.
Oh yeah. Oh please, it's better than the Sydney Opera House.
I'm sure. I mean, Sydney Opera House didn't have Comedy Lab.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. No, that's what I'm talking about.
I was a producer of that fine show.
I know. That's why I said it. That's not why I said it, but I knew after. I was like, I think Chloe was a producer of that show. That's got to be super weird going to college in like that is like because you lived like right in the heart of downtown Boston, right? Is that a weird place to as a college student like I don't know. Where I went to school, like we had a campus, but it was like a small. It was a college in like a small town. Yeah. So it was like there was the town and then there was campus town, which was almost a separate entity. But having a college that's like, boom, right in the middle of everything, like that's got to be hard and
overwhelming
and stressful.
Yeah. No, I mean,
do these buildings belong to the school or are they just part of the cityscape? Who knows?
Yeah, no, that definitely was. I remember even before I was a student, my folks and I went almost on like a trial run, like commute, like a reconnaissance trip to figure out that like to make sure I knew like how to use the red line and how to like get to the buildings and that sort of thing. And so eventually, it just kind of becomes like muscle memory. It's just like, oh yeah, like you're not even thinking about it.
Yeah. Did you grow up near Boston or did you grow up somewhere else?
I've been in this exact house since I was 9 months old.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
That's great.
We actually live in the house that my wife grew up in. So like I feel that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I was actually a commuter student. I didn't actually have a dorm or anything like that. So I would take the commuter rail in for Suffolk, and that was my primary because I was like, okay, I'll save on room and board for one thing, and it's like I can just get homework done like on the train or catch up on sleep because
that's smart. Actually.
I drag ass when I come out of bed.
And being a theater student, you were probably going till all hours of the night, working on this project or that.
Yeah, I remember it very much became getting home, not going to bed, getting home at 1 a.m. was pretty much the order of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've got that last commuter rail.
Yep.
I gotta go home, which I guess is a plus. So you write for the Whole Wheat Post, and there's another publication you mentioned that you're doing stuff for.
So it's called The Boston Accent, which I thought was again very appropriate for the area. It's very local. I want to keep it within the family, keep it trendy.
But local.
Yeah,
I love that it's spelled BAH. Accent.
Boston accent.
It's spelled with the accent.
It's really, Matt. I don't know. Tell me if I'm crazy. It feels like the Chicago accent and the Boston accent. It's a similar sort of open.
I would say they're in the same family.
Yeah.
I would say they're in the same family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because they've got the same A sounds, Yeah,
the Chicago accent is a little bit more Wisconsin.
Chicago accent is a little bit more.
I don't know. I'm not an accent person, but I tell you what, I do know an accent guy. So maybe we could have him on the show.
Bring an accent guy on.
We could talk about that. The differences between the Boston accent and the Chicago. Chicago.
I love nothing more than hearing people not from the Midwest try to pronounce names in Wisconsin, because there's a weird mix of French and Native American names, and people, and then also us mispronouncing French names, so people never get any of them right.
No.
Yeah.
Why would you?
Oh, that's what. Yeah, one of my theater professors and stuff actually was from Wisconsin, and he had the strongest. He had I swear to you, he's he was like a Weekend Update character in the making, because he'd just be like, because you might say something that was like earth shattering, and he would just go like, and then like, interesting. Yeah. Now I don't know a lot about this subject, but I'm very curious. And
which is a very Midwestern thing. It's like, look, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm curious about it. So tell me about it.
and then I'm gonna talk to someone else about it later.
Like I'm an expert.
Crazy person.
Oh, this is a good one.
How do you say?
How do you say this word? How do you say that word?
I'm gonna let Justin guess first.
Wasua. Wasu.
I'm gonna say Wausau.
Wasau. Oh,
Wasau.
That's close. It's just Wausau.
Wausau. That doesn't make sense.
What's that? Wausau.
It sounds like you're trying to say Worcester, but you have like that mouth guard that the dentist gives you.
Wausau.
Wausau.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to talk with those things in your mouth? Those like the things that like hold your.
Yeah.
Isn't there a whole board game based around that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so, which is terrifying to think about now, because other people would put that in their mouths, and then
we've learned that mouths are disgusting. Anyway, back to the Boston accent. What's your favorite article that you have written for them, or your most recent one? Either way.
Okay, so this is kind of funny. I actually only started this week, and it was after I got a DM from one. Thank you, from like the Twitter, like a DM from like the editor on Twitter, and it was just literally like, "Hey, I like your stuff. Like, you want to contribute to this?" And I was just like, "Of course."
Ooh. So, do you have ideas? Good. What are some ideas you're kicking around for? Exclusive content.
Right now.
Yeah, no, like I want to get like a sneak preview behind the scenes, like coming at you.
Yeah,
coming at you.
Yeah, so like my first one was just something which was topical, not topical, but like seasonal, was Southie Boy practices manifestation by trick or treating as Matt Damon playing James Bond.
Yes, 100%. Absolutely.
He's already got the Bourne identity. He doesn't need, he doesn't need that too.
You guys thinking like Jason Bourne, James Bond, you're like, what's the problem?
I think it's time to put James Bond to bed. I think it's time. There's been enough James Bond movies. I think maybe it's time to just put that.
I think Daniel Craig did a great job,
but I don't think he likes playing James Bond.
Not anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think he's into it anymore.
Yeah,
he's just doing it because I think he's contractually obligated.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he literally said something in an interview. I think before, like way before No Time to Die came out, between Spectre and No Time, something like, I'd rather. I'm quoting here. Something like, I'd rather kill myself than play James Bond again.
Oh no, Daniel Craig,
he really
are you okay?
hates it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I think if you think of, like, if you've had the same job for 15 years and you just kind of like feel like you're stuck doing, like, I think anybody, if they feel like they have
to. He wants to do more accent work.
That too. Oh,
yeah.
Did you see that clickbait article that was going around saying Daniel Craig says a woman shouldn't play James Bond, or a woman should, or something like that, where it made it sound like he was saying that like a woman shouldn't be allowed to play James Bond. But the whole story was, it's like he was like, they should be writing characters for women that aren't James Bond. Like just it. Like, why would a woman want to play James Bond? She should want to play an amazing, like, James Bond-esque character of their own, right? And I'm like,
we could do Daniel Craig. He's pretty good.
He's a good dude. I think he's a good dude. I don't know him. I don't know.
Oh yeah, well
personally.
yeah, and it's so hard these days because you want to be like, I think he's a good guy, and then something comes out, you know.
I'm just
But it
watching the
seems
chat right
like-
now for a link. Like somebody's gonna post a link saying, you know,
immediately. How dare you like Daniel? Craig?
yeah, Daniel Craig kicks
Uh,
pregnant women in the stomach or something. You
Don't
know,
start rumors, Matt.
Please no.
you heard it here first.
Yeah. I'm like
Hello,
legit.
weekend exclusive.
Yeah. Now I'm like legit nervous because my mom has like a huge crush on Daniel Craig.
Don't tell her.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Justin's mom.
Yeah, exactly. Because like we are
Daniel
going
Craig's
to see.
a nice boy.
Yeah, like we are going to see No Time to Die in theaters because my mom's like, it's Daniel Craig. We are going
Cool.
yeah, like we are going to see and like I'm not waiting up.
Have you been to see a movie in the theater since they reopened?
Like okay, so this is kind of like a weird one, but
Yeah.
well because
So
It's what we're
desperate
here
to go to
for.
the theater.
okay, yeah, because I haven't seen like a movie like in theaters that's like been released. Like I haven't seen like Black Widow or whatever. Like that's the most recent theater movie I can think of. But there was during like the pandemic, like when things were still kind of very pandemic-y, there was this theater in my area that I guess in part to also maintain normality and also keep themselves in business would let you bring a DVD into their theater and they would play so you could watch the movie in theater. So for the first time in my life, I got to see Raiders of the Lost Ark in a theater.
Oh, Justin.
Yeah.
That is using your power for good.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
that is the perfect movie to watch.
Yeah.
Like, what a great idea.
Okay, what that I cannot take credit. It was my mother's idea. Like she's the one who planted the seed.
Your mom sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does not get nearly enough credit. And I feel like
Is your mom home? Can you get her on camera? Is she?
okay. I feel like she's very like camera-ish, but
This is very last minute.
okay. I could get her if you want.
No, that's okay. I don't want to disrupt her, but I would like to have her on the show.
Okay,
We do need to book your
Bring her
mom
with.
on the
okay,
show.
yeah. No, like I said, she is very awesome. Like she's not on Twitter or anything, but she should be because she's just like, she's like I like to think when she gets to that age, she'll be kind of like Maggie Smith on Downton Abbey or Sophia on the Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh.
I just finished
snap.
Downton Abbey for the first time. I finally made it all the way through Downton Abbey. I haven't watched any of the
How many
movies. I
seasons
haven't
is
watched the
it?
movie. There's 6. There's 6 seasons. There's only like 9 episodes a season. But oh my
They're
god,
like full-hour episodes though.
they're like hour and a half episodes.
Wow.
They're like, yeah. I would watch them on the bus. I would watch them on my morning commute. So it would just be it was great. But Dame Maggie Smith is one of my all-time favorite people in the
Very
universe.
sassy.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
sassy.
Yeah.
What is a weekend?
Oh, that's a really good Maggie Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So
There's someone on TikTok that does a Professor McGonagall. I can only do a few key phrases, so I can ask what a weekend is.
Yeah.
But unless I have like she can say like phrases that Maggie Smith has never said. I can only do like phrases that I've heard before.
do either one of you watch? Have either one of you watched Schitt's Creek? Are you
Yes,
fans of Schitt's Creek?
Oh, 100%.
No.
Oh, Justin, you haven't watched Schitt's Creek?
No.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, I'm
Hey,
not
we're
shaming
gonna shame
you.
you. There's no
but-
shame here.
Watch it.
If you feel shame about
Like
it,
you're not going to be on the
gonna
show
watch
again
it.
until you've watched it.
Hey, well, my mother can still come on, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, your mom is allowed, but you are not until you watch Schitt's Creek. We actually just started. My wife and I just started our second watch through of
Oh,
the
it's so
show.
good.
But I was gonna. There's a TikTok that I follow that is a man that does the most excellent Moira Rose impersonation. That is just it's so good. It's so good. Maybe we'll show it next week. Now, Justin,
Ertlinger.
Herb Ertlinger. You also have met if I'm correct in saying this, and I think I am, you've met a lot of famous people, yes?
I mean, I've had
you've had some run-ins.
Yeah, some run-ins. Definitely.
Like you've had more run-ins with famous people than like other people that I know. Like you've done some
accidentally and like some of them have been like a Comic-Con situation where you like sign up for it, and one one that I think is kind of I think again related to this. I'm not sure. Okay, long story short, I think this was like 2000. This was like 2008, 2009. Because Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was about to come out, and
it was a dark day.
Yeah, no, but like this is before people.
Yeah, it was leading up to it. Leading up to it, everybody was super excited about
Everyone
it,
was
and then
so
it
hyped
happened.
about
And
it.
everybody, yeah,
and every year around August, my family would go to Tanglewood, which is, it's like a concert venue. They have like a film night where they basically like they have a composer, usually John Williams, composing, like a live orchestration of famous film scores. Sometimes it would be his movie, sometimes it would be other movies.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and this one year, because Kingdom of Crystal Skull was about to come out, and so the guests they had like appearing. They would also have like guest speakers. Like in other years, they had James Earl Jones, Morgan Freeman, one of the Redgrave sisters.
Wait, there's more than one Redgrave? I just know Vanessa Redgrave. Is there another Redgrave?
There's a Lynn Redgrave.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't remember. Okay, maybe it was Vanessa Redgrave then. I honestly can't remember which one it was. But yeah, and so one year they had Steven Spielberg, Kate Capshaw, and Karen Allen all appear on stage as like an appearance. And we also had my grandfather with me. Like we always bring, it's usually me, my parents, and like a mystery fourth guest. Yeah, some other, and it happened to be him that year. And he was a very we had to wait for an attendant to bring him a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
And so while a lot of the other people were filing out, we were still kind of like one of the last ones there. And out from the last like from behind the stage door or whatever comes Karen Allen, and my dad just goes, "Karen Allen!" Like, and she probably thinks that like we were like going to be like her friends waiting for her or something, but no. And she just like walks over, and okay, I'm like maybe like 13 at this time, and she's I'm not sure, she's like about my height at this point in my growth development. And I remember we kind of chit chatted, and we took a selfie, but like I think maybe before the term selfie was a thing, and when like cell phone cameras had like 2 pixels, and also like for some reason I had like the one phone that had this weird thing where you took the picture and it asked if you wanted to save it.
Oh, and you didn't save it?
Yeah, well, okay, like I don't want to make it sound like I'm passing the blame. I'm just reporting the facts. But my dad took the picture, and my dad was the one who didn't save it.
Dad, no.
Yeah.
All right.
So
well, Justin, as much as I want your mom on the show,
yeah,
I feel equally strong about not having your dad on.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, I know, definitely. Like he
He
made that shift.
Up.
Yeah, the day he did that, like I think he just kind of, it was the day the music died for him. If I'm using that phrase correctly.
This American Pie.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
What's a good question?
What's an appropriate use of the day the music died?
Like, yeah, when is it appropriate to use that phrase?
Can we use it as like your passion died type thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Like,
why not?
Yeah.
I don't think Don McLean would care.
Okay. Don McLean, if you could clear this up for us.
If you could clear this up for us.
I know you're a big fan of the show.
Yeah.
Just give us a call.
Long time, first time.
Love to have you on.
Love to have you. Is he even still alive? I don't even know that he's still alive. Is Don McLean? Hold on. Hey Google. Is Don McLean still alive?
Well, we could have our first ghost on the show.
Yeah. Well, for some reason, I feel like I read somewhere that he is alive and lives in Maine.
What?
Yeah, I it's weird. I know.
Yeah, he is still alive.
Okay, so this is actually not. I mean, he lives in New England. This is not as outlandish.
Yeah. Don
As we
McClane, if you're
originally-
watching, or if you know if anyone's watching the show that might be a neighbor of Don McClane or might have his home address, if you could
We
just
just want to send him
DM
a
us,
postcard.
just slide it into our DMs.
Yeah. Like I said, if you know a guy in Maine who might know another guy in Maine that knows Don McClane.
Honestly, if we're going up to Maine, let's just shoot for the moon and get Stephen King in here. I mean, I know where he lives. I've been to his house. So we could just you can, like, the locals will point you in the right direction, and it definitely looks like Stephen King's house. Like it looks like the Munsters house, to be completely honest. Like it looks like that Mockingbird Lane.
Oh, okay.
Let's ask this, Justin, who haven't you met? Like, what celebrity haven't you met that you would really like to?
Yeah.
Do you have like a top 5 maybe, or a top 3?
Yeah. I would say one for me would definitely be Bill Hader, for one, because I like get him on a spiritual level. Well, like, hear me out, because like I've seen him in talk show interviews, and for one thing, he said that when he was a kid, he had athletic, like, sports teams bed sheets, even though he isn't a big sports guy. I had the same exact thing where it's like, I'm not into sports, but I had Red Sox bed sheets. Basically, started doing comedy because it was like, I don't know what else to do with it. Because like I said, I was doing theater, but I was like, okay, I'm basically like doing sketches, so I'm gonna do that. And also, neither of us like to dress up, really, where it's like, if we're wearing a shirt that has like a collar or is buttoned down, that's like, oof, a big deal. Like a tuxedo is like being sunburned. But
oh yeah, tuxedos are not comfy, but boy, I do love wearing them. I don't know,
exactly.
They look dapper.
Yeah. So definitely,
I understand it's a lot of layers.
No, Bill Hader's great. I was actually watching they did a TikTok of his that Saturday Night Live sketch where they did "You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown" with him doing with Bill Hader being Al Pacino. His Al Pacino, and it's Martin Short's TikTok is if you can follow Martin Short's TikTok, he's awesome, and he shows a lot of like old clips of like Eugene Levy and John Candy and like all the old SCTV stuff, a bunch of stuff with him and Steve Martin. But yeah, it was showing because Martin Short played Larry David. So there's a scene between Bill Hader and Martin Short being Al Pacino and Larry David, and it's so fucking funny. It's so good. Ooh, I dropped the F-bomb. Sorry, y'all. Light cussing.
Light cussing. Sorry, Mike, if you're there. If you're still there, Mike, I apologize. So Bill Hader, definitely number 1. Who else you got?
Patrick Stewart, I might say,
Oh, these are great choices.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I grew up on Star Trek Next Generation reruns, and I would have an oddly specific I'm going back to my Zoom background here. But this bad boy right here is a comm badge from the show with working Bluetooth. So
very cool.
Yeah. So I would want for him to call and be like, please just ask me to come to the bridge. That's all I want.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So good.
Now that wouldn't be the first he would not be the first Star Trek person you've met, right? You also you've met if I recall, I'm recalling stalking your Facebook briefly, or having it show up on my Facebook feed. Did you meet Deanna Troi?
Yeah, Marina Sirtis. Yes. Yeah, she was like, I gotta admit, like, I was pleasantly surprised with just like her personality in a way, because like, I don't know, like, I obviously, like, TV characters and the actor are not the same, but like, you see someone on screen, like, you kind of develop like a mentality or something, like, or like a perception
of what they're gonna be like.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's why I was like, pleasantly surprised when, we were talking about a whole bunch of different, like, also she, because in the meetup I had, it's like, what's your name? Where are you from? So she knows. And I said, I'm in Shrewsbury. And she's like, I got so excited when I saw that you're in Shrewsbury, but I saw it was near Worcester. Because like, you say Shrewsbury, right? Because we say Shrewsbury. And I was like,
You're like, I love you so much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure because
Prospero.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was not, and this wasn't during a meeting, but I saw like it was like a Star Trek panel like campaign because this was like in the 2020 election. They were all doing like a virtual rally for Biden, and for some reason I think they were talking about how their characters would handle like the candidates and that sort of thing, and they got into Marina and they were talking about Trump, and she just said. Troy will want nothing to do with him, but Marina wants to punch him in the face. And I was just like, nice. Like I loved it, like a whole newfound respect, and that was very cool. And yeah, like I said, I think it's just nice. You want to let people know that like when they're a big part of your development growing up, you just want to let them know. So you're like, hey, thank you for basically the memories and shaping me as a person in part. And
it's like you hung out with these people. It's like you've spent time with those people. you know. And especially if you're a kid, because you see them on the screen, and then when you're out playing or when you're out doing your kid imagination stuff, right? It's like they're there, you're hanging out with them. That's awesome. Patrick Stewart also has a wonderful TikTok. Patrick Stewart Sonnets. He'll come on and do that, or he'll sometimes he'll talk directly to you. Like he's very aware that he's on TikTok, and he's giving it a go. Patrick Stewart's just a cool dude. Like he is. There's nothing. There was a clip of him kissing Conan. Have you seen that, Justin?
Actually, I haven't, but I just love it in concept already. I love the idea.
I mean, Conan's like, "Will you?" And he's like, he gets up, walks around the desk. They, just grabs him and plants one on him, and like you see Conan afterwards, like he's trembling. He's trembling a little bit. I'm like,
reeling.
I think if Patrick Stewart kissed me, I would probably have the same reaction.
I would never be the same.
I would never want to. I would never wash my lips again.
No. It's Patrick effing Stewart.
Exactly.
I would kill. I wouldn't kill anybody, unless maybe a bad person. I would kill a very bad person to get tickets to go see Waiting for Godot with him and Ian McKellen. I'm sorry, sir. The sirs, the two sirs.
Yeah,
Sir Ian McKellen, Sir Patrick Stewart.
Yeah,
those two together. I just want to show where it's Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, and then David Tennant and the guy that is what's his name?
Martin Freeman? No, not Martin Freeman. Martin.
No, the guy that was in Nixon Frost, and he was in Good Omens. He played the.
I know. That's
oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Yep, that's why I love that we have. Michael Sheen. David Tennant, okay. Michael Sheen. Those are that's a foursome right there. I would go golfing with those four. That would be wonderful.
Oh, definitely.
Yes. Well, we're getting towards last little bit of the show. We like to do a kind of a what you watching kind of thing. What shows are you watching right now, Justin? Do you have time to watch things on the streaming services, or?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of weird. Like I'm not much of I'm very much like a TV comfort food type of person. Just watching I'll just put on a lot of the the Bob's Burgers and the Rick and Morty's that I have been watching just for something to hold on to I don't know. I'm really into animated sitcoms right now. All of those the Family
and there's
Guy.
a lot of those coming out right now.
Oh, The Great North. Have you seen that one?
No, not. I've been meaning to, but not yet.
It's great.
There's the Chicago Party Ant. I watched the first minute and a half of that, and I was like, no, I can't watch this. I can't watch this, but
whatever.
It is what it is. I do like Rick and Morty. is this whole live action thing? Is that like a just a was that just a like a publicity stunt, or is that actually something that they're doing?
Oh, I thought that was just like a promo gag.
Yeah, it might. I think it, like because it's Christopher Lloyd and some other. I didn't know the kid playing Morty, but I'm like, that would be an interesting thing to see live action.
Yeah.
Oh, they did a whole trailer. Okay.
Yeah, they did a whole big thing for it.
Yeah, I mean they do that a lot on that show where they take like just one bit and like stretch it as far as it can go, like both in the stories and in publicity. Szechuan sauce, anyone?
Yeah.
I mean, they single-handedly brought that back, didn't they?
Got it.
They caused riots, literally.
Yeah.
I want Szechuan. Yeah, I want that McNugget sauce, Morty.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Is there anything coming out that you're looking forward to? Like, is there any TV shows or movies or anything that you're stoked about?
Yeah. It was going to happen sooner or later, but I know in 2022, or I heard maybe 2023, which kind of makes me sad, is that Netflix is going to have a anime Tomb Raider series, and Lara Croft is going to be voiced by Haley Atwell, who's also Miss Carter, Peggy Carter.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a big Tomb Raider fan, aren't you?
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, it was, I gotta admit, while I was here, I was like, is this gonna, like, can I go this stream without bringing up Tomb Raider? And
why would you?
So close. Because I want to be like, my personality is more than just.
I think we've proven that your personality is more than just Tomb Raider. But let's talk about Tomb Raider. Like, what is it about Tomb Raider that you? Because I mean, I played the games. Those were the games though that I would get super frustrated with and never finish.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this bear keeps killing me. Ah!
Yeah.
But it's a cool game.
Yeah.
And Angelina Jolie, I remember seeing the first Tomb Raider movie. I was in college. I was like, this is amazing.
The U2 song.
Time for Talking Tomb.
Talking
Tomb with Justin Avery Smith.
Exactly.
So what is it about Tomb Raider that really kind of gets you?
Oh, I'd say among things, like I already said, I was a huge Indiana Jones fan growing up, and so already there's that interactive aspect, but also the fact that Lara has more games and Indy has movies and also more outfits and more stories and iterations. So it's just like there's so much variety. There's so many different areas you can go to, so many different ways you can find like different enjoyment out of it, and you can just kind of play around with, no pun intended, but also, and just like that sense of fun and adventure, and also just like she's sassy and she's confident, and she it also has a few like good like life lessons, especially like in the most recent like what they call the Survivor trilogy, about things like trusting your instincts and keep moving, and that sort of thing. So it's just kind of like that nice well-rounded mix of both fun but also like learning about yourself and the world, which is kind of something that even without the character I'm just kind of about in life in general.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes me want to go and revisit the Tomb Raider games and be like, well, maybe there's more to it. Maybe
there definitely is. Highly recommend. You can either get the older games on Steam or you can get the recent trilogy on modern consoles. So, really go do it. Doctor's orders.
Oh, okay. All right. That's your homework for next week. What I might just do is rewatch Tomb Raider Cradle of Life, which was the sequel to the Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
The first Tomb Raider movie.
That is not.
Who was the bad guy in that? There was Daniel Craig was in one of those movies, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in the first one.
He was in the first one.
It was so funny because he had this is kind of coming full circle now. Yeah. He had an American accent, but at times it sounded Canadian to me. Because at one point he's like, "Okay, now guys, give me a hand here."
That's
Yeah, I love
what
when British actors do an American accent. Like watching Martin Freeman in Black Panther, or basically any of the Marvel movies where he's playing the CIA guy.
Yeah.
Like his American accent, I just love because I
really
love hearing
good.
what they think we sound like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what it sounds like. Kind of an asshole.
You think?
Do we all sound like assholes to British people with our accent?
It's almost like the rest of the world thinks that Americans, on a whole, are assholes.
What would give them that idea?
I don't see it.
I don't know.
I think we're a perfectly reasonable people.
Here's the thing. I think that it's very difficult, right, to gauge, because there's always this thing of like, we think that accents from other countries are sexy. So I'm sure that there's some places where people are like, "Oh, American accents are sexy," but I can't picture it.
No,
I can't picture it.
Like if there was one like American accent, because there's several the American accent. There is no like one American accent. I would say probably the like Southern gentleman,
like
kind
a Southern
of
belle
accent, Southern belle, Southern gentleman, that kind of accent, I think would probably be the sexiest, but it's also a fine line between that and hee-haw.
Yeah, you put that twang on there.
Yeah, you want like a slight twang, but not like full on like hillbilly sort of thing.
Right.
Unless you're so I think the only exception is if you're like fully leaning into like country singer.
Oh yeah.
Twang.
Like going full Toby Keith.
Yeah, because then it's like a look. It's a full character.
That's not a good look.
Some people like it.
Yeah, yes.
Shania Twain is great.
She's Canadian, though.
Yeah.
She's
She's Canadian. You didn't know that she's Canadian?
Oh no.
She's a Canadian country star.
I mean,
which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it. I just am surprised.
Yeah, I know. Like you wouldn't know by
Let's
anything.
go, girl.
Let's go, girl.
Yeah, you go, girl.
Well, hold on. Well, okay, so let me think about. Obviously, I don't listen.
You know who else though? Alanis Morissette. No, she's Canadian.
No, is Faith Hill Canadian?
No, I think Faith Hill is.
Okay, yeah, there you go, Faith Hill.
I'm sorry to put
Lambert?
Alanis Morissette. I'm sorry to put Alanis Morissette in with country singers. I did not mean to do that. She was more Canadian.
Hey. Then you know what? You know what they have in common? Shania Twain and Alanis Morissette?
Canadian.
Excellent karaoke selections.
Excellent karaoke selections.
Totally.
Yeah.
For anyone really. Like
and like, if you do you ought to know, right?
Yeah.
You don't really even have to be good at singing. You can just like
yell it.
Sort of screech it a little bit. And then Shania Twain's got the man, I feel like a woman. Like you don't have to.
Yeah.
But people are on board because it's catchy.
Yeah.
It's catchy.
Yeah.
People hear that bam bam ba bam bam and then
Let's
people
go,
lose their
girls.
mind. Yeah. Like they love that.
Yeah.
As
Or
well
you
they
also,
should.
you also have like that. Okay, so you're a rocket scientist. That don't impress me.
Oh, that don't impress me much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shania Twain
Brad
had some
Pitt.
bangers. Shania Twain had some songs that, as Chloe says, slap.
It's so weird because I think it's going to sound so awkward when you say it, and even when you try to make it sound awkward, it still I'm baffled.
Yeah.
I'm baffled.
I'm hip.
Really hip.
I'm a hip old guy.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like you have to when you use it just right. Like it's not. It's only when like you say every song slaps that it kind of becomes like when someone says
Right.
like
but let's face
a
it,
lot.
not every
So
song
fetch.
slaps.
Yeah, exactly.
Not every song's a bop.
Nope. There's definitely
do
a
about it?
slap spectrum. A slap spectrum, whether it's
I love that.
There's a slap scale, if you will.
Yeah, some are just like a little tassel of a slap, and other ones are like full blown like bruised cheeks. Or I don't know. Like, is that too graphic?
Yeah. No.
That's it. Well, it's it makes a noise. There's a strong sound.
Yeah, like
that comes with it. Yeah.
I will. Sorry, Justin. I'm just gonna bring up Schitt's Creek again.
Go. It's your show. You can do.
It's true. It's true. I forget that sometimes. Justin. The episode where Chris Roland the mayor of the town is trying to get Moira to slap him at dinner, and she just bam, bam, bam.
Just that's it. That's the first episode, isn't it?
Second episode. I think it's the second episode. Yeah. Sign the fucking contract. It's just so good. It's so good. Well, Justin, thank you so much for coming and chatting with us today on the show. Please follow Just Avery Smith on Twitter. I love that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What? Just Avery Smith, but it makes complete sense.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me use my whole name, so I had to improvise. I had to be clever.
You are a Avery Smith.
Yeah, I definitely am. Like a long line of Smiths.
Yes.
Of all the Smiths.
All the Smiths.
Keep a lookout for the Boston accent on Instagram and the Whole Wheat Post to see more of Justin's writings. Justin, you'll have to come back and join us and chat again.
Oh, I would love to.
All right. Well, have a great rest of your day.
Bye.
Yeah, you too.
Bye. Oh my goodness.
Oh my!
I mean,
goodness.
we're slowing down. We're slowing down. It's getting towards the end of the show. I do want to do real quick. Hold on one second. I'm trying to run everything here on my own. It's not easy. Like, I mean, if Mike were here, he would have it all.
Would know what to do.
Mike would know what was going on. But Chloe requested we do this last week, so we're going to do a little edition of Mad Snacks. I forgot how sexy that was.
I'm still grooving to it.
Right? That's also the 69 Minutes theme music, which is tonight. Which is tonight on 2MB, tonight at 9 o'clock. It's 69 Minutes of Sex with Me, hosted by our own Booth Wellington.
It's comedy.
It's comedy. It's a line game. It's definitely a good time. A lot of filthy pun-based humor. So it is pumpkin season officially at Trader Joe's, which I love. It's fall season at Trader Joe's, which is honestly the best time at Trader Joe's. There's so much stuff. This is just something that I picked up. I've made it once. It's so good. I don't have any made currently because we ate all of it, but they have a pumpkin. Pumpkin bread and muffin mix here that Trader Joe's has. I put a little bit of pumpkin puree, some chocolate chips, and some walnuts in here. And this is, and we have these loaf pans, so they make these little mini pumpkin loaves.
So cute.
They're so good. They're so good.
And there is a gluten-free version.
They do have a lot of gluten-free stuff at Trader Joe's.
Pumpkin pancakes too. Gluten-free pumpkin pancakes.
Yeah, pancakes infuriate me because I don't have the proper skillet for a pancake, so I mess them up every time. And the last time I made pancakes, I got so frustrated I threw the remainder of the box away because I had a fit. It was not my proudest. It was not my proudest moment.
I'll make pancakes for you, buddy.
Oh, thanks. I do, and I love making pancakes. I just need a good skillet for it.
You gotta have a good skillet.
These are amazing. I was a little skeptical about this snack, but pumpkin spiced teeny tiny pretzels.
They're so small.
So this bag is almost empty because I've eaten so many of these. But this is what they look like. They're just these little pretzels, and they're covered with like a pumpkin spice yogurt kind of thing. Yogurt flavored coating is what it's called. which is not good to hear about, but
yogurt flavored.
They're super tasty.
Or maybe it's yogurt with flavored yogurt. Well, no, they would have done that.
No,
anyway.
They said yogurt flavored coating.
Go on.
But yeah, I do love these. These are fantastic.
Yes.
So go to Trader Joe's, get those. If you don't like them, send them over my way. And then I think I showed this last time I did this in the fall, but this is my legit. When I saw these, I saw this, I was like, this makes me so happy. Maple and sea salt kettle corn. This stuff is amazing.
It looks so good.
It's so good. MLab, get on it. Try those. Try these. These are amazing. Go get these. And then while you're there, pick up. Honestly, this is one of those things that you'll want to probably buy 3 or 4 bags of.
Yeah, it does look like it looks a little bit smaller bag, you know?
Yeah, because once they're gone, Trader Joe's doesn't mess around with the seasonal stuff. Once it's out of season, it's done. And you won't see it again for a very long
time. Stock up. You gotta get those vanilla pumpkin candles. You gotta get your cinnamon brooms.
I have so many of those. They have cinnamon brooms over there. My wife has put a moratorium on me buying candles. Every time I would go to Trader Joe's, I would get like 3 or 4 candles because you never know when they're going to be out. And now we have a cabinet full of candles.
Cache of candles. Cache cabinet.
A candle cache. Yeah. They do have pickle popcorn. I haven't tried that yet. I'm a little hesitant to try pickle.
Oh, it's good.
But, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Next time I go, I'll grab some.
Yeah.
But no, this is the season. Fall and winter is where Trader Joe's shines.
Really shines. Because
their Christmas and Thanksgiving stuff is also hella good.
Yeah.
Hella good.
They got it.
Let it into your life. Okay. All right. You know what? I might walk down there today.
Open your heart.
Who knows?
You got to open your heart and let that pickled popcorn in.
Yeah, fall and Christmas snacks. MLab, we might have to get you on the show to do a fall and Christmas snack review with me. We can do a whole big long. We could just do a snack show, where it's just all we talk about is snacks.
Oh.
It's a summer snack.
That's okay. Well,
that's okay. I'll wait for next summer.
Oh, yes. Good.
It's booked. We'll talk to Rachel. We'll get it in the books. See, that's all you have to do to get on the show, really, is to just watch the show and offer up ideas, and we will reward them.
We're ready for anything.
We're down to clown.
All right, friends.
It's 11. Before we go, though, I do want to show. Chloe's like, I got shit to do, y'all. I can't be here anymore. I do want to show this.
I got more cross stitching to do. Look at this. It's almost a full caterpillar now.
Oh, look at that. This is that guy that does the Moira Rose impersonation. Judson Berry. Follow him. He's amazing. But listen to this. This is fantastic.
Won't you join me at the fair? I think I found my spirit animal. I can certainly appreciate this bovine's color scheme, even if the smell is very aggressive. Pardon me, sir. Who designed your plumage? How very churlish of you. You, however, your roots are showing. Deep-fried Oreos? Well, good thing I brought antacids. What is this?
It has vodka in it.
Oh, well, this day just took a big step forward. Do you need a shower? Or Botox? Or just a humble toe ring? The Center of Progress building, where everything costs just as much in person as it does on TV. I can't believe that is butter. I pulled up my bootstraps and decided to take a chance, even after my harrowing fruit wine experience with Flurp eyeliner. And tried this wine ice cream on... Oh, well, it's peach Zinfandel, and they were not lying. It's quite nearly palatable. Oh, no more. Thank you for joining me on this dairy-themed jaunt. It was an experience that neither I nor my intestinal tract shall forget anytime soon.
Oh
my god,
he's perfect.
Like
He's perfect.
The mouth acting.
The other characters aren't as like, he nails Moira. His David's a little meh. But he does, honestly, he does a really good Alexis and a good Johnny Rose too.
Wow.
Like his David's a little, but David's a hard character to
difficult, very difficult.
Well, that's our show, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Stick around tonight. We've got 69 Minutes of Sex with Me at 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Yeah, like, subscribe, follow.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends about 2MB Studios. We've got tons of good stuff coming up. QAW is ramping up to a series finale on the 24th
it's going to be great.
of October. I cannot wait to see what they... from what I understand, the finale, as of right now, is thought to be upwards of 6 hours long. So it is going to be an all-day event. I mean, it's Twitch, though, so you can watch it on your phone. So bathroom breaks are no problem. You just pull it up on your phone and you take it. I mean, you're going to look at your phone when you're in the bathroom anyway. So you can just watch the show while you're doing your business.
Yeah.
But we'll have some promos for that soon. So keep an eye out for that. If you're like, I've never seen QAW. First of all, what's the matter with you? Go to YouTube, look up Quarantine Action Wrestling on YouTube, and their whole back catalog is there. So you can watch, you can get caught up on the lore just in time for the finale. Now is the time to binge it, friends. Now is the time to binge it,
baby.
Chloe, do you have any words to take us out tonight, today, this morning?
Do I get outside, enjoy the fall, take a Benadryl if you need to, if you're getting those fall allergies, test out your sweaters, take a walk, and just like soak up as much sun as possible, because guess what? We're all going to be real pale soon.
Real pale soon.
Just appreciate it, love it, live it. Get out there.
Bye, world.
Goodbye, world.